Hello, welcome to Oz Scalemodeling, and welcome to the unboxing and review of our Tamiya, here it is here, Yamato battleship. This is the 1/700 scale, and it's a waterline series. And yeah, let's open up this and have a look. Now, as I find my knife, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you get all the updates as they come out of the videos. At the end of the video, if you like this, give us a thumbs up, and please comment. Comments are welcome. I like to read the comments, and so do other people who watch like to read the comments. Okay, so in case you don't already know, most of my subscribers do. I'll just get this off. Boy, that's thick plastic, isn't it? Get that out of the way. All right, so yeah, I just got back from Thailand for a 5-week holiday, and there's a couple of videos up there available to watch. I did a walkthrough of the Tamiya store in Bangkok, and also Uncle Yee's hobby scale model shop. Quite interesting videos, and might want to have a look at those after you've watched this. So I bought this while I was over there from the Tamiya store. I didn't have a great deal of room in my bag for too much, and as a lot of you know, I've already have the Monochrome 1/200 scale Yamato, and also there's the video is on the channel if you're interested in or brave enough to tackle that big monster of a ship. And this, I will probably build this quite soon as a little bit of a practice and a bit of a fun build. All right, so let's have a look. We've got, like I said, Yamato Waterline Series. It's the Waterline Series 113. It's got on here, item is 31132-800. Japanese battleship. We got a few pictures of Suzuya, another one there. Another one I can't pronounce, and a Masashi. I'm sure I pronounced that one correctly. Okay, let's have a look in the box. The artwork's nice on the front there. It shows it. I know it's just the artist impression, but it is showing it all weathered along the hull with some rust water marks there. All right. What do we have? Okay, so to start with, we've got a few sprues in here. There's that looks like decals. I don't know what they're decals of. There's about 9 decals in there. Yeah, that's interesting. Got quite a few pieces here. We got the deck on the front of the ship here. Very nice detail for the size of it. It is tiny, and yet you can see all the wood detail and then the metal plate where the anchor chains run. I might, well, I will. I'll take these out of the bags and we'll have a proper look. I've just noticed there's more decals here, and they would be for the aircraft I'm pretty sure those will be for the aircraft. Yeah, the aircraft are on that sprue that the decals are in. Here we've got the decks down here, and we've got the flags on the bottom there. There's a few more sprues we'll have a look at. Some paperwork down the bottom. But let's have a nice close look at what we get on here. Open these up. There's, I know from other bits I've done with Tamiya, they staple their bags closed. All right. Now I don't know what that is, unless that looks like it could be the tracks where the reconnaissance planes go load across the deck. It's the only thing I can think that they look like. But anyway, we'll have a look through the instructions and figure that one out. Let me just move the camera down into this a bit better and we'll have a closer look. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so this is sprue B. Okay, we'll put it the right way around. So like I said, there's the deck. Quite nice detail on that, as you can see. There we got the 3 turrets here. And again, you can see the ladders on the side. Quite nice detail for the size. We've got some part of the superstructure, it looks like there. There's some mast. It looks like the mast is in there. Some very small thin bits there. That looks like part of the crane for lifting the aircraft. Yeah, very nice, and some extremely small parts. But you've got to remember too, this was a very large ship. So even for 1/700 scale, this is going to be a decent size. You know, I don't think I would be struggling too much with the eyesight, keeping an eye on this. So we'll put this over here. We'll keep everything together. Well, actually, I should be putting it straight back in the bag. There we go. Yamato is a very popular build amongst ship modelers at the moment. I know someone who is either building this or just built this exact 700 scale. There's a couple of 350 scales being built, I know of, on YouTube. And of course the big 1/200 scale is out there too, although I don't think there's many have actually started it, at least on YouTube anyway, because a lot of people are waiting on aftermarket to come out. All right, so here we go. We've got, what is this? These sprues seem to be, oh, I see. They've joined them together. Isn't that interesting? So they've got spaces there on these sprues so that they're not going to damage anything. That's the first time I've seen that. That's a great idea. And as you can see, there's some very fragile aerial parts there. There's the main part of the superstructure, or the base of it, where we're going to have some of the ordnance going. It's like, yeah, some really tiny bits in there, as you can see. Nothing damaged, of course, because of the way they've mounted the on here. Here we've got the funnel. There's some more of the superstructure going up there. Some more nice detail work where the windows are. May even drill them out and give that a more realistic effect. I've got a really nice tungsten drill set from Sticky, supplier of modeling accessories and tools. And yeah, I do have drill bits that will be probably about 1 millimeter, 0.2 or something like that millimeter. There's some radars there, some more bit structure. Yeah, it's very interesting the way they've got that. Now I just got to get it back on the way it came off. That's going to be the tricky part. No, that's it there, I think. Yeah, there we go. Isn't that good? And none of those parts will be damaged. You know, a lot of manufacturers could do that. Yeah, we'll have a look at the instructions and find out exactly what, or actually there might be a date on underneath the deck of this to show when this came out. Interesting to see how long ago. So we got another one here. Again, the staples be a bit of a pain. There we go. And these look like two identical sprues. Yes, so we got some turrets, tops of the turrets with the cannons in place on those. They're not the biggest ones. The bigger ones here have got their one-piece cannons there. So yeah, lots of little guns. The little ones there, look at those. Very, very tiny. Nothing damaged though, which is good. This one is a copy of the same thing. Yeah. See all the detail in those. I almost didn't see that. We've got some of these little poly caps, which I would assume are for the turrets so they can turn around. Put that back in the bag. Yeah, I just imagine putting this this Yamato against sitting next to the 1/200 scale. My gosh, wouldn't that be, what a difference that would be. Okay, that's those ones. We've got the last packet with the sprues in them. Open this one up. This is the one with the aircraft and looks like boats and more guns. And again, it's two identical sprues. And we have, so we've got the boats here. There's the aircraft. We've got 4 aircraft on here. More guns. This thing was just a floating, you know, ship full of guns. Very interesting. Looks good. Yeah. Very tiny parts in there. My God, look at those. Minute. And then these had the decals, which are the ones for the aircraft. Put that back. All right, now let's have a look at the decks. Clean up some of this plastic out of the road. All right, so first of all, we've got our weight that goes in the bottom. Will go in the bottom. Here are our decks and hull. Well, I guess it doesn't really have a hull, much of a hull, does it? Get this open. Alright, now there's our flags. They're just the usual paper ones. What I do with these is I use a bit of aluminium foil, cut them out, stick them to the back, fold them in half, and then You can use that to shape your flags. There. Right, so the deck. Well, there you go. It's all one piece. That looks really quite good. You can see all the decking. There's some of the metal part there, which has no feature on that. Then we've got the checker plate around on the back here. There's the loading bay. There's not much detail in there. There's usually some doors that go down there where the aircraft come out of. And I think they keep the boats under there as well. That's quite nice. They've got this, all these structure supports underneath. So that's a nice little bit extra detail. In fact, all along the side here looks really good. All the portholes would be good to drill them out all the way up to the bow. The anchors are closed in, they're not opened up, so that's probably worth drilling those out so you can run your anchor chains down in through there if you want. Or I'm sure, as the kit will probably show in the instructions, the anchors will sit up in there. Yeah, so looks quite good. Like, they've got the angle of the deck accurate too, as it slopes down here, which is unique for the Yamato as far as I know. Yeah, that looks good. You can see the size of it for 1/700 scale. That. All right, and this part here, which is where our where this most likely will fit, that'll sit in there. The weight. Yeah, they've got that here. So this has got a bit of plastic sprue around it just to protect the tip, which is a good idea. Yeah, now, as I was saying, I was looking for a date and I found one here, and I'm going to need my goggles, magnifying goggles, to read that. All right, so we've got 1998 Tamiya. So it's a fairly old kit, but certainly looks good. Now that's going to sit on there like that, and that is where it is. So basically, this is the red water, the red line around the top of the where the hull is, which makes the job of painting that easy. I mean, you know, some people might just want to leave that red as it is. Otherwise, you could just undercoat it and put your own hull red, and you've only just got to do for that. It'd be easy, and then attach it. It fits really nice, and there's really nothing more to fit. We had that bit on the bow deck on the sprue there. That's just going to sit in there. Okay, not bad. All right, let me put this aside, and we'll have a look at what else we got in the box. Slide that in there. Oh, I can't even pick that up, can I? There we go. Keep it all safe in there. All right. So in here, a nice big color guide. There it is. 1/700 Battleship Yamato. And that's giving us our color paint call out. As usual, it's all showing Tamiya with all our Tamiya numbers, XF1, which is a flat black, XF2 flat white, you've got flat yellow, flat brown. I mean, if you're going to do this model and you want to see the colors you're going to need, I'll just bring that up close to the camera, focus it. You'll be able to just pause that and note down all those. So I'm guessing it'd be the normal deck tan they want for the deck. XF57, which is buff. Okay, I think that is a deck tan. And then there's our aircraft float plane, a 0 type. There's a reconnaissance aircraft. Looks good. There's our flags, where the flags go. This will also show where the decals go. Especially those strange ones, which I'm not sure what they were for. And I don't seem to see them on here, so they're probably in the instructions. And the other side of this is just painting the Yamato. So we've got a bit of history here. August the 8th, 1940. It was launched from the Kure Naval Yard dry dock. So it all goes right through. And then painting the Yamato. Hulls of the Japanese warships had been consistently painted in the same deep grey with a slight blue tinge for a long period extending from the end of 1903, when the colour was formally adopted for wartime purposes in anticipation for the Russian-Japanese War. The bottom of the hull below the waterline was painted in maroon, which is your hull colour. Decks of destroyers and light cruisers were covered with iron plates painted in the same colour as that of the hull. Okay, decks of battleships and flight decks of most carriers also were covered with boards and not painted. The funnel top was painted black. The rear tripod mast was also black. The imperial crest of the chrysanthemum was painted gold, while the canvas covers of the turrets and launchers were neutral grey. Okay, the float plane was dark green, and the lower surface of the wing, fuselage and float were painted in light grey. Each of sun discs on the body was painted in red with white rim. The symbols and numbers on the vertical fin were yellow or white. The upper front part of the main float had its red belt bordered with white. Okay, good luck doing that on this scale. Yeah, there they are, there are the colours. All right, let's have a look in the box a bit further. We have the standard Tamiya tips brochure. Oh no, it's not. More than that. This is the instructions. Oh, here we go. No wonder. Tech tips. They're suggesting obviously their own tools and paints and brushes, how to cut off parts, how to glue. Yeah, we know all this. And painting. Interesting, they show painting with brushes or rattle cans, but not using an airbrush. Okay, while I'm over in the bottom here, we've just got important information concerning this kit, which is just read the instructions carefully. Yeah, keep away for children, small parts and so forth. All right, now the instructions. Okie dokie. So we start off here, underside of hull assembly. So this is the inside of the hull where we're putting in the little poly caps which will straight up will be for the turrets to sit in so they can rotate. We've got to open up some holes for machine guns as shown, so there's a few holes on deck to drill. Don't see it telling you what size, but usually on the deck or on the underside of the deck it'll have the holes there, so you just match that with your drill bit. The rear bridge assembly is in step 2. The funnel assembly is step 3. Lots of searchlights on there. Step 4 is the main bridge assembly. It's getting into it. Yeah. Quite a few guns up on there as well. Quite simple looking. Step 5, shielded triple machine guns, anti-aircraft guns, and more anti-aircraft guns. They all go around on the superstructure here in the center portion, they're calling it. We've got the main mast here going up, attaching the flags, dropping all the turrets down on that center section. Step 6. Step 7 is attaching the bridge. That looks like also attaching the funnel going in there as well, and the main bridge. So we've got a rear bridge and main bridge. It's all going down on top of that centerpiece. Step 8 is the triple machine guns. There's 16 of them to build and 10 shielded triple machine guns. 10 of them. There's some holes to open on the second and third turret underneath in step 9. That's good. Then 10, we've got hull assembly, which is the deck going on, just that section where the anchors are on the foredeck there. They're showing decals there. Of course, we've got to paint before you put decals on. There's our weights going in. There must be 2 in that, and they attach inside the base of this being a waterline. And going down on the deck there, there's a whole lot of more little turret guns, anti-aircraft guns on the side there. Parts not used. So there's a list of parts not used. Center portion is going down on the deck there. The main couple of big guns going down on the back behind the big turrets. Sorry, I'm not sure of the sizes. Number 12 is the crane assembly, and attaching that. Well, not yet. Step 13 is the bow assembly. So there's our anchors going on there. There's the chrysanthemum emblem on the front. There's a little good. Step 14 is putting the crane. Oh no, these are the tracks for the aircraft, sorry. So they're going on. There's a couple of boats, some of the boats going on there, and some more guns right on the very stern. More guns on there as well on that area that sticks out over the deck where the supports were. There's cranes going down on there. What's this? There's a star here that denotes saying used as storage space for boat. I don't know where that's referring to. I don't see the star. Anyway, that may be talking about under the deck. Step 15 is putting the aircraft together, putting the 2 float planes there, and then launching direction place. So we've got the catapult, so it's putting on the catapults and which way they're supposed to face. The the cradle and the trolley for the aircraft to sit on. It's just showing how that goes on. And that's it. Yamato is built. There you go. All right, well, there it is. Now let me just get all this back in the box. I'll be back in a second. Okay, welcome back. Well, we just get this camera up a little bit higher so it fits in this giant box. There we go. So there it is, the unboxing and a look at all the parts of our 1700 Yamato from Tamiya. Yeah, it'll be a good little build. I will be building this. Don't know when, but we'll see. It's going to be a little bit of a practice run on the 1/200, and again, if you're interested in that 1/200 scale unboxing and review, I'll put the link at the end of this video. Go and check that out. Yeah, I'll get this put together and do a few short videos, and hopefully I'll get it looking something like it does on the cover there, which is really nice. All right, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and your comments are welcome below. And thanks for watching, and hit that notifications bell so you get notified of the videos as they are released. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye for now.